Are you getting enough iron? Registered dietitian Carol Harrison joins us now with ways to add it into your diet as we wrap up World Iron Awareness Week. And we were talking before, a lot of people don't get enough iron in their diets, and it's really necessary.
Yeah, that's true. Health Canada estimates that about 29% of Canadian women 19 to 50 years of age are iron deficient. And when we look at the research for pregnancy, Annette, it's even higher, about 50%. So the really important thing right now that I want folks to know is that we have new guidelines for assessing iron deficiency. They've increased
for the lab
cutoff.
tests.
For the lab tests. They've increased the cutoff. So what that means is there's probably going to be quite a few more people that are going to be diagnosed as iron deficient. We're going to see those numbers go up.
Okay, and you can take supplements, like I take supplements.
You can.
But not everybody, they're hard on your stomach.
They can be for some people, yeah, nauseousness, constipation. The price is an issue for some people as well. I would always recommend that you talk to your doctor first before you take iron supplements, always under the advice of your doctor as well. But what I want to talk about today is how can we prevent low iron in the first place?
In food.
Yes, in food, because correcting low iron can take a few months. And so those symptoms of like brain fog and exhaustion that are kind of daily annoyances can also become more severe, like a depressed immune system or maybe even heart palpitations. So you're right, we want to take iron really serious.
So here are some really good sources of iron that are, and there's iron that's easily absorbed and iron that's not so easily absorbed.
That's right. So not all iron containing foods are equal. So some foods contain more iron and less iron.
So like this, so like a steak here,
that's right.
Liver,
yes,
chicken.
And mussels.
And mussels, okay.
Yeah, seafood. So the steak actually, as an example, will give you 200% more iron than chicken. So there are differences in the amount of iron. So if you are at risk for being low iron, and that would be not just women, but it would also be infants, young children, teenage girls, endurance athletes like runners. I did my first half marathon this summer.
Okay, good
so
for
I'm
you.
in that group.
Blood donors too.
Blood donors, that's right, and pregnant women.
Okay.
Yeah, so those are all the folks that might be at higher risk. So we want to make sure they're getting iron-rich foods every day. So the other thing to consider is, so there's the amount, but then like you said, the absorption level as well. So foods like meats and poultry and seafood, far better absorbed by our body than eggs and plant sources of protein.
Okay, so these are good sources, but just not easily absorbed.
I wouldn't necessarily say they're necessarily a good source, because that means that they've got a source, might be better. Just I think that's important for people to kind of know like how much is in these foods and how much we absorb. So yes, you know, they're an important part of a healthy diet. These are all highly nutritious foods. I encourage you to eat all of them, but it's important to know that the iron that we get from those foods is not as well absorbed. But there's two tricks in it that you can use to enhance the absorption of these foods. Do you know them?
Vitamin C, I know, is one of them.
Right, so add some vitamin C rich foods to your plate. So that could be like cabbage, potatoes, broccoli, like citrus, tomatoes, all those foods. And the other thing you can do is actually add meat to your plate. So adding some meat to your plate is going to increase the iron you absorb from these foods by a whopping 150%, which is significant.
Okay, so we've got a little salad here that's got the, so it has the black beans in it, which are a source of protein.
That's right, the tomatoes for vitamin C. A very simple salad. I love this meal. It's a grilled steak salad. Folks can get the recipe at thinkbeef.ca. You can go in with the creamy lime dressing. That's great. Simple salad, 3 ingredients. Who doesn't love a 3-ingredient salad? Tomatoes, frozen corn, and canned black beans. So if you want to just give that a quick stir.
Rinse the beans?
Always rinse the beans, drain the beans, rinse them. Even for the tomatoes, I will seed them as well, because otherwise they'll be too watery.
Too mushy.
And you might notice the corn is got some darker coloring on it. What I've done to enhance the flavor is I have charred it in a pan, a cast iron pan, and that makes it taste just
I thought it was
that
like
much
corn
nicer.
on the cob that you'd done.
Well, yeah, you know, corn on the cob's not quite in season now, and we always want to try and be a little bit budget friendly, right?
That's a great tip.
Char it in a cast iron pan. So that will go on our bed of leafy greens.
Do you want me to put it there
you just like put that on there. We're gonna. This is what I encourage people to do: is serve food family style. I will finish slicing up this strip loin steak. It only took 8 minutes to grill in the barbecue.
And that steak isn't just for one person.
Oh, absolutely not.
Feed a family.
No, a 500-gram steak will serve, feed a family of 4. And so about a deck of cards would be a cooked serving, roughly. So you don't need a lot because it's so nutrient rich. So ribeye steak, sirloin steak, any grilling steak will work. If you want to put some of that steak on there, that would be great.
We've got 30 seconds here. So
and then I'm going to add the garnishes here. And you know, Health Canada has found that women who include red meat like beef in their diet are more likely to have a good iron store. So I always encourage people to try and find some beef. They can get the recipe at thinkbeef.ca. Look for the Iron Matters page, and they've even got a Love Your Liver contest, a fun contest there as well.
Okay, we'll get that link up on our website, chch.com/morninglaughs. Thanks very much.
Thank you.